Hello everybody. We are picking up this week where we left off with our ELA 9B essay, and we were talking about character is who you are in the dark in regards to Severus Snape from the Harry Potter franchise. So, I will minimize me over here. And, sorry, you guys don't even need to see all that. Okay, so, our rough draft, we had left off, remember we had this big, long pre-writing document going. And in the next paragraph, we had written our intro paragraph, a rough draft of it. Dwight Lyman Moody once said, "Characters who is what you are in the dark." In this essay, we will analyze what this quote means to me in relation to my favorite character from the Harry Potter series, Severus Snape. He is a character that is misunderstood until the final moments of the series. He is a man who lives as a double agent and is negatively judged by his peers. However, Snape knows what he is doing is for the greater good. He also knows that he is helping the cause by pretending to be evil. He is a wizard who can stand to hear terrible gossip about himself because he knows his true character is that of a hero. In order to better understand, we must look at his actions in greater detail. And so we were going to talk about his clothing and his appearance this week. So, one of the things that we know about Snape is Snape is a very buttoned up character. Not only in terms of his figurative, we'll say not only in I think that's it. Figurative terms, I got it, see? Not only in figurative terms of being secretive about his life and plans, but literally in his dress and appearance. So this paragraph is going to deal with the two ways in which he is secretive. One, he's secretive about his life and his plans and how we know that, and also what his dress and appearance looks like and how that helps keep up this like secretive facade of the character. We'll say in figurative terms, Snape's life is very mysterious. He doesn't appear to have any hobbies. He lives alone somewhere in the castle. I assume there's like a staff wing. And his past is limited to interactions with other characters. While one character was his friend, we can't talk too much about that. That's the big secret of the whole deal, but it's not important to this paper. Most bullied him. He does not appear to enjoy social activities and is very private. So that's what we know about Severus Snape and how he's very secretive and private. In terms of being literally buttoned up, his costume is, say, form-fitting and restrictive, which symbolizes his restraint as a person. He's very good at, showing restraint and not being like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't need to tell people or prove himself right. He can just go ahead and keep doing what he's doing because he understands what he's doing. He has a lot of restraint and discipline. We also never see anything but his hands or face. Everything else about his physical appearance is dark. Similar to how the audience is in the dark about his true intentions until the final scenes of the series. So, I guess that word's not hyphenated. So here we go. We have written now our next paragraph that he's a very buttoned up character, not only in figurative terms for being secretive, but literally in his dress and appearance. And we've gone on to describe things about the character that show how we're being kept in the dark. So, again, in developing, we go all the way back. This sounded like a much bigger deal when we first started. Dwight Lyman once said, "Characters who you are in the dark." And this essay will analyze what that quote means to me in relation to my favorite character from the Harry Potter series, Severus Snape. This seemed like a much bigger task until we started to break it down into these smaller tasks. And of course, I'll review that again. From top to bottom, we went ahead and we pre-wrote in a paragraph form or in an outline form, no matter which way you liked it. We went onto answers.com from bartleby.com and we read a little bit about what that quote meant to people. And then we started into the rough draft. You could even look on to, Google and read character analyses about Severus Snape if you needed more information. But again, if you've picked a character you're very familiar with, you shouldn't have to go to all those lengths at this time. In later essays, we'll definitely get into doing more quotations, and maybe we'll do a quote probably next week. We'll do a quote when we develop the next two paragraphs. And I think those next two paragraphs will go hand in hand. So I'm going to kind of wrap up here today, and we'll finish with those next week. So I hope you're finding this essay series to be informative. I hope you guys are having a good summer. You're staying safe and all that jazz. And maybe we'll see you here in another month. I'm waiting to hear. Talk to you soon. Bye.